Hi, I'm Johnny. I'm a global artist ambassador for FENIX360, and I'm blessed to be joined today by the entertainer, Curtis Taylor III. Hey, Curtis, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm golden like this great state called California.
You're golden. Hey, Curtis, man, good to see you, bud. And I'm looking
too.
forward to sharing some of your work. Okay, if we tune in to some of your comedy work from Flappers Comedy Club.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Check it out. Yeah.
All right, cool, man. Let's tune in now to Curtis Taylor III from Flappers Comedy Club.
Yeah. This dude's, man, you on a whole nother level, dog. Shoot, man. I got a real question for you. Like, imagine being in class with that dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, what can I write? Oh, write something raunchy, dog. He got that. He got it. Yeah. So, my name is Curtis Taylor III, and I got a curse. Like, my grandfather told me this on his deathbed. He was like, boy, you're cursed. Like, don't you have Alzheimer's? You're cursed. Now, I didn't know how the curse worked. He just told me, you just gonna have to do things that people think you can't do all the time. That don't make sense to me now. So I thought back, what are these moments in my life where my grandfather used this curse? I was 9, and he told me, boy, there's 3 things that I love. It's family, this lawn. That's about it. I forgot the last one. I forgot the last. Maybe you, boy. And I was like, okay, oh, thanks, Grandpa. So I'll go outside. I wasn't allowed to be on the grass, so I did what a typical little kid do. I just kind of change on the side and be like, oh, not touching it. He don't see me. He reading the newspaper. Till one day, he lives in Inglewood, so there's a lot of people up to no good. And the gangsters walked up on me while I was playing the trapeze. They said the typical hood thing, "What the fuck you doing, Urkel?" Now, I'm from the Bay Area. I just thought that was like a hello, so my dumb ass is like, you wanna play trapeze too? You see? No, you guys look angry.
Hey, Curtis, funny, man. Great to share your work with everybody and looking forward to learning about you now. Can you tell me where you're from and how did you get involved in becoming an entertainer?
I'm originally from Silicon Valley, and I've always grown up a little bit different than most of the people. I was in mute until 3rd grade. I had to repeat it twice, and that pretty much sparked me as an artist of the factor of a voice and everyone having one. And for me as an artist, I've always believed whether I'm in front of the camera or behind the camera, voices need to be heard. Whether it's a good voice or a bad voice, it needs to be heard because there's somebody in that life having that same reflection. And I just want to be like that for the universe until, the spark goes out,
That is great, Curtis. You know what I mean? I got to tell you what, you're an advocate for people to be heard. And, it's interesting, but there's one thing about hearing something and there's another thing about listening. It's like, there's a certain amount when listening, it really lands upon your soul. We might hear a lot of noise, but there's certain content that hits us emotionally that that has a real impact. So your desire to entertain and use your voice to impact others is very powerful, man. So I appreciate that. Now, let me ask this question then. What are you working on now that is, that part of that impact? What are you doing?
Well, I'm working on this thing called the Cool Minute Podcast, where I'm showing the lifestyle of an artist before all the things of success starts happening. I feel like I'm successful, but people want to allow that to be, you got to be on TV and magazines and stuff like that. And to show that journey of what I call success and the road of leading to success is something that should be taped and watched. And that's where I feel like I have a responsibility. I also do stand-up comedy. I travel all across the United States. I've been to a couple festivals. One is the Northwest Black Comedy Festival in Portland, Oregon, and a lot more up in store. You know, fingers crossed to get through, but I'm still like joyous about this whole journey.
Oh, that's great, man. You know what I mean? You're right about that. You know, success is a state of mind, you know, and the
Mhm.
fact of the matter is the journey along the way to whatever goal that we are hoping to attain, you know, that process itself should be one that's approached with joy and also patience.
Yeah,
And ultimately, if it's done so, then there's a certain magnetic quality to the content that the viewer can experience and feel, and it will have its magnetic quality to it. So at
definitely.
any rate, I appreciate that that's the way you're approaching things, Curtis, and therefore your content is going to be charged with that kind of you know, appreciation from yourself and from those who actually will be viewing it and experiencing it and relating to it as well. So, man, that's cool. Now, let me ask this question. You know, were there other kinds of entertainers or artists that you were a fan of when you were considering, you know, expanding into your own art?
I'm a huge fan of Red Fox and how he became who he is, and how, I mean, him on stage as a comedian, I mean, you got to put him on the top 10 list.
Yeah, I
But
love
like,
Red Fox.
everybody loves him, you know.
Yeah.
But like him behind the stage, the guy, he inspired so many other comedians to go on their own road. I mean, we wouldn't have the Karate Kid because of him.
Huh, it's interesting. I didn't realize the association. Yeah.
Yeah, because you know, the artist that played the teacher for Karate Kid, the original one, he's a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
And when he came to
Pat Morita is his name.
that's the name, Pat Marina. When
Yeah.
he came to LA, he didn't have enough money to, like, you know, have his own studio apartment, but he was one of the like features for Red Fox. So Red Fox was like, you know, well, you know, Red Fox in his raspy voice, he grabbed, you know, 10,000, put it in his hand. He goes, "You're gonna have to pay me. You're gonna have to pay somebody back with that." And he tried to pay him back, but he's like, "No, this is how art works. Sometimes you see somebody inspired, you're gonna have to help them get to the next step up, and you don't have to look for consequences or a little, you know, it's not a handout when someone's like, no, you deserve this."
Right.
So
Yeah. That's
one
cool.
week later he got into Karate Kid. It's, you know, you can YouTube that, it's in there.
That's a great story. You know what I mean? And I love those kinds of stories where another artist will help give a leg up to an aspiring artist and recognize
Mhm.
their talent. And, you know, Red Fox, man, he was just such a cool, you know, personality. I would have loved to have known him personally, but also so many other comedic greats as well that were in maybe the same time frame of his life, who also, you know, we grew up you know, consuming their content, you know,
Yes.
laughing at their styles, and now you're integrating, you know, a lot of these inspirations into your own work, into your own timing and delivery, and so that's really powerful, man. And so, tell me about social media. How do you use it, Curtis, to help promote yourself?
Well, I use about 3 different platforms. I use Facebook for, I mean, I started there. I believe that the journey should keep going there until it becomes the metaverse. Instagram is just another version of the metaverse. I use that more for photos and the Cool Minute podcast. And then YouTube is just a better way of showing your own TV station for people to view it. And those are my 3 platforms. All the other ones kind of make me, you know, it shows my age. You know, I'm only 36. I mean, I'm from Silicon Valley, but I look nerdy, but I ain't that nerdy, you know?
No, I hear you, man. You know, and listen, and all those channels are all distribution platforms for it, for which you can connect with audiences, and some are more preferable to others, to some of your fans, and certainly we are looking forward to you actually having presence on the Phoenix 360 app, and also
Yeah.
being able to present your work and connect with fans and collaborate with other artists there. So I really appreciate connecting with you today, Curtis. I want everyone to tune into your social links.
Thanks.
And what were you going to say?
Oh, honestly, that's the new platform that I'm really enjoying because it complements all 3 of the platforms that I just said earlier. That's
Right.
why I like Phoenix because of that, because I can still check up on all my other stuff, but also I'm meeting fellow artists with different ideas and views and their voices, and it's just resparking the creativity. So I'm just saying,
Oh,
you know,
listen, thanks,
love
Curtis,
that.
man. I really appreciate it because it's artists like you that make FENIX360, this excellent environment for which the fan can discover and relate to all these different expressions, because it's not just music, it's comedy, it's dancing, it's visual arts, it's arts of all kinds. And these expressions, this creativity all collected into one place just makes it a really wonderful domain for which to be able to engage. And there's also some new aspects with regard to the technology. So NFTs and streaming and artists to be able to connect directly with their fans. So I hope that it works out very well for you. I'm very glad that we have you there, and I really appreciate connecting with you today.
Man, likewise. John,
Yeah,
this is dope, man. Made my day.
Thanks, Curtis Taylor III. Everybody tune into Curtis's social channels. You find below our interview, and also look for him rising up FENIX360. Thank you, brother, for your voice, man, and for your
likewise, man. Take a third to know a third.
Peace, man.
Peace, brother.
I'm a pimp, and I don't have to deal with. You got your shirt on backwards, player. Players, fuck up. Snatch the shit off your head, man. Man, don't worry about what I'm doing. Why ain't y'all do nothing when the fat bitch jumped on me? Y'all trap. Move.
I'm Curtis Taylor. This is my man.
Rance Braggs.
He's my special guest. We just finished doing the show at the Mac Pack Comedy.
Mac Pack or no pack, baby. Woo! On God.
Man, I'm sweating out my starch. Only old niggas say that. Sweating out my pomade.
And they got that blue magic on his head, nigga.
Yeah, I do.
The green bottle, though.
You see that?
They gonna be gone next week.
Yeah, they are. I got napzillas. Every time my wave comes, a nap returns.
Did you have fun last night, though?
Yeah, I had a ball, man. It was dope. To come out here in Texas and really like embrace it, it's a freaking dope ass experience.
Number one, I'm learning every day. Number two, so I find something new to humble me every day. Third thing is, I put more effort into me than what I even ask anybody to do for themselves. You know, so if you're not, what you put in this game, literally what you put in it is what you're gonna get out of it. You gonna have some good ones, you gonna have some bad ones.
That's facts.
Just know niggas is the same everywhere.
It's the same everywhere. That was a big lesson of last night's show. They were all the same.
Black folks is the same everywhere. White people is the same everywhere. Everywhere. No matter if they rich, no matter if they poor, they the same. People is the same everywhere because everybody like to laugh.
That's true.
Everybody like to laugh. So that's my trash can back there. Everybody like to laugh. So, you know, long as you being relatable, as long as you are being sincere, because a lot of motherfuckers be lying with their jokes because they be stealing the jokes. But as long as you honest with yourself, with your comedy, and you really talking about yourself, your situations, yourself, your situations, you be all right, man.